Hello people, and welcome back to part 43 of Bergusia, the city's Skylines build guide. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. The subscriber special went up on the channel over the weekend, and it was really well received, so thank you so much for your comments on that. I really appreciate it, and we also shot up a bunch of subscribers from that as well, so welcome to all the new people. Yeah, thank you for subscribing, it really means a lot. Anyway, enough of the kind of general subscriber promotion that I seem to be constantly doing at the moment. Welcome back to the downtown beach area that we worked on last episode, and you'll be pleased to know that we now have trams running through the area. I've completed the tram line, so it now runs up alongside the 6-lane road, which again is temporary. We will be reworking this. It flows through here, under the railway bridge, crosses the road again, links up with the station, and then back into the beach line. So it's looking nice right now. There isn't too many people using it, which I guess is kind of expected. Let's have a look how many are at the moment. Yeah, literally one person. But there isn't that much really for them to commute around for at the moment. So once we get some stuff built around here, we should be good to go. So I've expanded the road network a little bit, just kind of these roads here, and I also provided a little bit of garbage up on the hillside here, just so they have some kind of facility processing, so they're not left to be supplied by these guys on the other side of the river. And what I wanted to work on today was kind of this shape that we've got going on here. I kind of want to turn this into a business park, if that makes sense. So we're going to be playing with a couple of ideas today, and the first thing I want to kind of do is paint out my district area, because we're going to be applying the IT specialization to the office zone in here. So just click onto all your road nodes and draw your district out, and then we'll give this guy the IT cluster, and then any office zone in place within this sector will generate as kind of enormous skyscrapers. So we have the tram park running through, and this is kind of what I want to be the main theme of this business park, So let's go ahead and draw in some blocks. So I want to be snapping kind of on this angle here. So let me draw out to a point. Let's say here. And I'm going to delete that first bit. And I just want to kind of draw in a couple of different shapes, just like this. So what I'm looking for here is the zones, there's the tiles within the middle of the road square. I want them to be perfectly aligned so we can get large blocks within them. So let's kind of have a look. If we do another one here, how close can we reach to the tram line without actually having to touch it? So we can get another 4x3 in there. Okay, and I bet we can get another one in here. Yeah, so this is what I don't want. So you see how the tiles have shattered? That's not what I want to happen. You can kind of just keep playing with the road network until it kind of behaves itself. It will take a little bit of time to do, but sometimes it's just a case of you don't have enough room. Let's bring this guy on a nice little curve round. We don't want to go totally strict grid in this part of the downtown just yet. So we're going to maintain those curves. Let's have one coming in here as well. Okay. And that'll probably be enough road connections for that side. I do want to add in a little bit of water, kind of like a mini lake, but nothing too dramatic. Let's go ahead and create a little bit of a ditch. It's kind of along here. I wonder if that would be okay. Let's level this side of the terrain out a little. Just up to there. So we have enough room to squeeze a path by. And then let's go ahead and drop in a water source here. So I bring this down. And we'll just put it up to there for right now. We'll see how that goes. Again, if you're playing on console, and you don't have access to the water sources mod, and you can use the fresh water outlets from the Natural Disasters DLC to make a false kind of lake pond if you like. We'll leave that in and see kind of how that looks in the long term. Okay, so I think we'll have a road that's going to come down here like this. So we definitely want some nice big large buildings to come up alongside the lake here. So let's actually go out by one more. So we get a 4x4. Let's begin to put some zoning in so we can see how things generate. So office zoning all within these. And then this one as well. So this can be a nice little way of just zoning up an area that you might not have too much inspiration for. You might think, oh, I want to do something a little bit different. This might be able to give you some ideas to work off. Let's go ahead and draw in 4x3 there, and we'll probably have one on the corner. So I'm just looking for big, large zoning tiles right now. So we don't have too much industry demand for the office. Let's go ahead and bring in some more high dense, some more commercial. Okay, we'll keep it a mix of low and high. We want this area to be really nice, and we can kind of see the theme developing now. Lots of nice tight streets with almost like Art Deco style buildings. It's coming together, this area, ever so slowly. Like little nice narrow streets with buildings up alongside the railway that flows through between them. It's going to create a really nice stacked feel that we do love in the build guide. Let's go ahead and drop in a crematorium for these folks. There was a few dead people hanging around. Okay, so we're getting some nice buildings in right now. So these are the 3x4 tiles. That's going to be fine. Let's draw in another one there. Possibly one here as well. Now I wonder if we can squeeze in a plaza here. We do still have the Paradox Plaza to place, which we could get in. I think we saved that for a more significant area. So let's have a look at the type of path that I want to use through here. I think we might go, let's just kind of have a little look. So zoo is a possibility, and the trade school paths maybe. Is there a major difference between the university paths? It doesn't look like there is. Let's have a little look. So I think probably the zoo path is actually the one that kind of fits closest into what I'm after. I don't think the amusement park path will be ideal. And these guys will need hooking up. Let's see if we can drop in a little asset for them. Let's get a small playground in. It's probably not going to hook you guys up, is it? Let's go for a little medical building. Let's just pop in a sauna along here. And that should hook the electricity through. There we go. Okay. So this type of building, no, don't want the small ones in. I want this to be quite high rise. So let's just have a little look at how we are beginning to look. We've got a nice big one in here. This is what we're after. I'm just kind of looking now at the landscape and where I want these kind of big skyscrapers to be appearing. Okay. So I think I'm going to actually go with the zoo path as for my preferred option here. And what I'm going to do is just draw in a border with just grid snapping on. And just kind of border that plaza that we just drew in right there. Maybe out here as well. And then let's go ahead and place some more paths in. Let's get all our snapping off here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in a path right alongside the tram line. Now I don't want to break the zoning, so we'll just have the path continue along. Again, your Sims will walk on tram tracks, like they do have a sidewalk and a pavement built into them, but I do find it quite nice to line them with other external paths as well. It just helps create a nice little border around them. Okay. And then we'll bring this guy in. Do we want to run up the side here? Can we actually do it? Yeah, I think it would be nice to have a path either side of the lake. So what we'll do is we'll bring this guy right around. A nice big curve. And then we'll go straight for this. Up to here. And then the same thing we did with the plaza. I'm just going to draw in a little border around the edge of it with the path. Okay. So let's have a look what we can maybe do here. Is there any kind of major assets or unique buildings that we're missing at the moment? We do have the Meteorite Park, though this thing is pretty massive. So I don't think we'll probably get that in here. Or probably won't get that in here. We do also have the Fountain of Life and Death. How is that going to look in this area? No. I think with the kind of unique plazas and buildings, you almost need like the road network built around them. Okay. There's nothing really that jumps out, I don't think. Do still have the software development studio to place as well. That could actually maybe be part of this place. So let's have a look how wide it is. Okay. So let's bring this main road a little further up, because we're going to be heading towards the transport hub in this direction. It's going to be kind of residing around here, I imagine. So let's go ahead and bring a one-way road. Let's go ahead and drag him out. Probably just by that amount. And then like that. And then let's grab the software. We'll plop him on the corner. And then what I'll do is as well, is bring in another one-way system through like that. Okay, so let's change the direction. And then change that through there as well. So I want to keep this main road here as free of traffic lights as possible. So we have traffic lights here, and I'll tell you what we'll actually do is just go ahead and turn the traffic lights off and make the one-way road give way. That won't receive too much traffic, and that's just going to keep the main road flowing, which will be nice. And then we can include this into our business park as well. Okay, so let's have a little look at what else we can maybe include in here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and zone up, or not zone up, place in a couple of little rock assets around the lake, and just kind of get a nice feel of how I want this kind of natural feature to develop within the business park. So now you'd kind of have all your like little Silicon Valley startups out here. They would be operational. Make a nice little nest of trees and rocks. Again, just kind of keep checking the landscape and seeing. See, you've got a smaller building in here. That's not what we want. I think we definitely need something surrounding it, because it does look fairly isolated at the moment. So let's begin to plan out kind of a couple of different types of commercial along here as well. Just gonna mix some housing in. Let's begin to surround it with a mix of your usual zonings, whatever you prefer. I think we'll also have, we've got some really nice large blocks here. That'll be ideal for commercial. And just keep checking your skyline as you build. Okay. So I think what I want for this area is going to be a fence. I think we'll almost fence off the roads, so it is like a, you know, it's a private gated business park, almost like you need a security pass to enter it. I think we can do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into a little time lapse, and we'll jump onto some of the details in the water. Add some nice things around here, and maybe a couple of little park assets along here as well. That might be quite cute. And yeah, we'll see what we can do to make this place look a little bit more important. Okay guys, that is going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, a like below is very much appreciated. Equally as much if you didn't enjoy it, please feel free to leave a dislike as well. This is a nice little idea. It's obviously very compact, it's very small, so today's episode isn't going to be too long, unfortunately, but hopefully you guys can still get some use out of it, and how you can combine a specialisation with a couple of different road layouts and different assets from the Park Life DLC as well, to make like a real focused high-end business centre. And that's also got some nice parkland and water assets throughout it, just to help brighten it up a little bit. But anyway, I'll leave you alone. Enjoy the rest of the outro tag as we move through this area and show off some of the finer detailing that we did. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.